If you watch the Vikings game, you saw the tale of two quarterbacks. One quarterback where he's really on trial and an audition and an interview for another team. And the other one, great story, bad night. What if I told you it's not Justin Fields? It might just be Chicago. Before we go any further, I would like for you to say, please comment, subscribe, like the video, so on and so forth. What you're about to witness in these few clips that I can only redo from time to time is that Justin Fields is a player that's playing literally everything on the line. Everything is on the line for him. I mean, everything is on the line. Let's be realistic. Chicago could have traded for anybody. They could have moved off from Justin Fields during the trade deadline. But for some strange reason, they didn't, which is very bizarre to me. Because, well, you go get Montez Sweat. Then on top of that, you give him a second rounder. It's like you're not really even trying to help the kid. Then on another note, all he does is play pretty dang on hard. And I'm not mad at him. Although last night he didn't have any touchdowns nor any interceptions, but he did have some fumbles. And somehow, some way, the Bears defense found a way to keep him in the game, which lets me know it's not the defense, it's the offense. But if you watch the play calling, it doesn't look like Justin Fields was ever comfortable with any of those plays. And here's the deeper problem. I don't think the rest of the offense is either. Or that could just be my analysis. Maybe I'm tripping, right? I mean, there was a couple plays last night where I looked at and I said to myself, the O-line seems to be blocking one direction while the play is being developed in another direction. Is it miscommunication? Oh, okay, I get it. Let's just blame the quarterback, right? It's all Justin Fields' fault. But then I kind of question this one right here. Josh Dobbs throws 4 interceptions in one game. We all know that he's a backup. And we get it, right? Justin Fields was a first-round pick. He's supposed to change the franchise, make them better instantly. But what if I told you Carolina and Chicago have the same problem? They just draft really bad and make terrible investments in picks and trades. That's just who they are. And until you clean the entire organization out, if you're a Bears fan, you're going to have to wait this one out. Or you actually can go another route, which is the one that I prefer. Keep Justin Fields. Rebuild around him. Get him offensive weapons. Your defense is there. And you might not like it the first year, but it's only his second year in the league. This guy's had multiple coaches already. At this point, he's just playing backyard football, and it's literally on tape, literally on tape on the internet. It is just so difficult for these guys to come into the league and they have to turn a franchise around. Granted, like I say in every video, I'm a Texans fan, and I'm quick to tell people the CJ Stroud experiment is only going great because of the previous scientists that we had in the lab before. And what I mean by that is, and not to get away from the Bears, but just to enlighten you of what my idea vision is for the Bears. You have a head for the entire body, which is Justin Fields. The Texans did not have a head for the entire body. We had body parts. Legs, Laremy Tunsil, Titus Howard, your guard, your line. Then on top of that, arms. We had the receivers. You know what I mean? We had Miko every once in a while. So you get what I'm saying, right? We had pieces to the body. We just needed one part, which was the head. Funny thing is, you guys, Bears fans, you have Justin Fields. who can play some football and can zip it. And if you watched last night, there were some darts being thrown by Justin Fields. I'm talking about numbers to chest. That's where that ball was landing. He did throw for 217. DJ Moore did have 11 receptions for 114 yards, right? So the bigger factor in what I'm saying is this. If you were to build around that, and I hate to say it, that a lot of criticism mostly comes from the outside looking in. And these GMs just don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you. Huh? New video. Going back a video about that. But anyways, a lot of these GMs don't know what they're doing. They're just going off of what sounds cool or what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is a quarterback comes in the league and you develop them. Brady, Peyton, Aaron. Need I say more? Shoot, heck, quiet as it's kept. Roethlisberger. Just saying. These quarterbacks needed to get developed. It took time. It didn't just happen overnight. And that's what I think the league is trying to just have this overnight success. And the Bears are picking in the top 10 regardless, right? If they lose out every game. Even if you did trade Justin Fields, right? Right? So we'll play devil's advocate. We'll do the alternatives here. Even if you did trade Justin Fields, right? The scenario would be you get Caleb Williams, you draft another offensive lineman or another offensive weapon, and you restart the franchise. Then you might get a couple second rounders here and there. And the sad part about it is if I'm in need of a quarterback, why would I break the bank for Justin Fields? Why are you getting rid of him? You could send him to Atlanta. You could send him to Oakland. You could send him to Minnesota on the other side in the division. You can do a lot of things and you could send him a certain way, but we know that you're trying to get rid of him. You're trying to make room for something else. So our price is not what your price is. You're the one asking to get rid of the problem, which I don't think Justin Fields is a problem. Let me reiterate that. However, let's do the other flip side. And I'm not saying you're wrong or right either way. If you agree that you should draft Caleb Williams, Bears fans, go for it. But I'm the outside looking in. I'm not sipping the Kool-Aid. What I would say is, let me take a deep breath on this one. As we flip the narrative, Justin Fields stays the quarterback. You need draft capital, that's one. But you don't have any in this draft. You have to eat that. I'm sorry. Just eat that. There's nobody that you want to really get rid of in Chicago right about now. You've got rid of Raekwon. You just got Montez. You got DJ Moore. Clement is good at tight end as well. Running backs, you could probably pick one up in the 4th or 5th round, to be honest with you. Really, if you're the Bears, why not take 2 offensive linemen? Why not take an offensive lineman in a skill position? Why not? Your defense is really not that bad. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I watched them play these past few weeks. Your defense really keeps you in games. Just get younger, draft a couple of people, X, Y, and Z on that. Second round, first and second round, you take care of your offense. After that, what's left in the draft, you just get depth on defense. And that's fine. That's what I have in my mock anyways. And that's fine. Like, see what you get. I want you to think about this. 6'4" Marvin Harrison. DJ Moore, he's 6 foot even. He's an undersized receiver, I guess, in the NFL. But quite frankly, Tank Dell, Josh Downs. I'm trying to think of my other buddy that's pretty short in the NFL. Tyreek Hill is under 6 feet. These guys are making it happen. So, and DJ Moore just caught, 111 yards, 11 receptions. I mean, all right, so, but think about it, though. Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore. You can get Fashanu, J.C. Latham, Graham, any of the tackles. It really doesn't matter, right? And it's not going to happen the first week, the second week, or the third week. Maybe week 4 or 5, you come along. It's a long season. You start to pile up. That second round, believe it or not, I say you double dip a receiver. If he's there, Xavier Leggett, 6'3", skill guy. He reminds me of a Deebo Samuels. That's what his comp is to me. I'm just saying the Bears are actually in a better situation than most people see them as. You got a player who's busting their butt every game trying to make things happen. Now, here's the fun part. You could fire that coach and go bring in Dan Quinn. Just saying. Just throwing the ideas out there. Why not, right? Hire Dan Quinn. Defense is solid. Just another thought. That was a random thought. I didn't write that one down. However, as I conclude with this, watching the Bears play yesterday only made me realize that they're not a bad team. They're just a poor organization. And it's sad to watch because I believe that if Fields calls those plays, Justin Fields makes a difference. Now, granted, yes, he fumbled the ball. He pretty much gave the game back to the Vikings a couple of times. It's a bit of a heart attack to watch if you're a fan. I get it. Trust me. There's been many times, but he's young. He's going to mess up. There is something there. Kind of like Geno Smith. Don't write him off because he might not write back. That's how you end the video. Yo, hey, like, comment, and of course, subscribe. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're old, what up, though? Welcome back. Let's get it. Peace.